Hi, I'm Derek. After 5 years of marriage to my college sweetheart Melissa, I thought I knew everything about her. Turns out I didn't even know the half of it. Our life was pretty normal. We had a modest two-bedroom in the suburbs, took one decent vacation a year, and were slowly paying off our student loans. Nothing fancy, but we were comfortable. Melissa landed a job as executive assistant to Vincent Porter, CEO of Porter Enterprises, about 2 years ago. The pay was good, and she seemed to enjoy the work, even if it meant late nights and weekend calls sometimes. I was scrolling through Netflix when Melissa walked in, her face flushed with excitement. She threw her designer bag on the counter, a gift from her boss's wife, Sophia, that cost more than my monthly salary. "You won't believe what happened today, Derek." I paused the show. "Let me guess, Vincent finally gave you that raise?" "Better. I'm going to be their surrogate." The remote dropped from my hand. "Their what?" "Their surrogate. Sophia can't have children, and they've been trying everything. They asked me if I would carry their baby." My mouth went dry. "And you said, 'Yes, of course, wouldn't you? It's Vincent Porter.' Do you know what this means for my career?" I stood up, my heart racing. "Hold on. You agreed to carry someone else's baby without even talking to me first?" Melissa rolled her eyes. "It's not like I'm keeping the baby, Derek. It's just 9 months. Besides, they're paying for everything, the best doctors, prenatal care, maternity clothes. I've already had my first appointment with Dr. Reynolds, their fertility specialist." "You've already seen a doctor. When did this even happen?" "Last week. Sophia came in crying about their latest IVF failure. Vincent mentioned surrogacy, and I just offered. It felt right." I ran my hands through my hair. "So let me get this straight. You've agreed to carry your boss's baby. You've already started medical consultations, and at no point did you think, 'Hey, maybe I should discuss this life-changing decision with my husband?' Don't be so dramatic. It's my body, my choice." This affects both of us, Melissa. We're married. We're supposed to make major life decisions together." She sighed, pulling out a folder from her bag. "Look at the contract. They're covering everything, plus a generous compensation package." I flipped through the pages, my anger building. "Wait, what's this about you moving into their guest house for the third trimester?" "It's just a precaution. Sophia wants to be involved in every step." "This is insane. You can't seriously be considering this?" Melissa sat beside me, her voice softening. "There's something else. Vincent is creating a new position, Director of Client Relations. He all but promised it to me after the baby is born. So that's what this is about? A promotion? It's an opportunity, Derek. One that could change our lives. The salary alone would double what I make now. And all you have to do is let your boss use your body for 9 months. Her eyes flashed. "That's a terrible way to put it. I'm helping a couple who can't have children on their own." I stared at my wife, suddenly feeling like I was looking at a stranger. "And what if I say no?" "It's already in motion, Derek. The contracts are drawn up. The medical screenings have started. This is happening." I couldn't sleep that night. The contract papers scattered across our coffee table like landmines. When morning came, Melissa was already dressed for work, applying that expensive lipstick Sophia had given her last Christmas. "We need to talk about this. You can't just drop a bomb like that and expect me to be okay with it." Melissa checked her watch. "I'm already running late. Vincent has a breakfast meeting." "To hell with Vincent. This is our marriage we're talking about." She sighed, putting down her lipstick. "Fine, 10 minutes. Why didn't you talk to me first, before signing anything?" "Because I knew you'd react exactly like this, making it all about you when this is my opportunity. Our life decisions should be made together. That was the whole point of getting married." "It's just 9 months, Derek. Then we get the promotion, the money, the connections. Don't you want that?" I stared at her, this ambitious stranger wearing my wife's face. "Not like this. The Porter Foundation Gala is this weekend. Come with me, meet them properly. You'll see they're good people." The ballroom of the Westlake Hotel sparkled with wealth and privilege. Melissa glided through the crowd like she belonged there, introducing me with rehearsed charm. Then I spotted him, Vincent Porter, 6'2" of tailored suit and practiced smiles. "Ah, the husband. Derek, right? Your wife is absolutely indispensable to me." His handshake was too firm, his smile never reaching his eyes. Sophia Porter appeared beside him, fragile as a porcelain doll. "We're so grateful to Melissa," Sophia said, her voice barely above a whisper. "This means everything to us." Vincent put his arm around Melissa's waist, a touch too low, lingering a touch too long. We're taking good care of her. The best doctors, the best everything. I noticed, I said, eyeing Melissa's new diamond bracelet. Vincent laughed. Just a small token. Wait till you see the push present. Sophia's smile faltered. I thought we agreed I would handle the gifts. Don't worry your pretty head, Vincent dismissed her with a wave. Why don't you check on the silent auction? After Sophia left, Vincent leaned closer to Melissa. The blue dress was the right choice, brings out your eyes. I watched Melissa blush like a schoolgirl. Something was very wrong here. Later at the bar, I overheard Vincent talking to another executive. The surrogate situation is perfect. My wife gets her baby. I get, well, let's just say executive assistants who go above and beyond deserve special appreciation. My blood ran cold. I needed proof. While Melissa was in the bathroom, I grabbed her phone. We knew each other's passcodes, or at least we used to. She'd changed hers. 3 failed attempts later, I tried her birth year, unlocked. The messages from Vincent made me sick. Can't wait to have you at the guest house. Sophia travels so much we'll have plenty of quality time. Thinking about you in that dress from last week. Pregnancy will look good on you. Remember, not a word to your husband about our arrangement. The promotion is our little secret. I was taking screenshots when Melissa returned, snatching her phone away. What are you doing? That's private. Private like deciding to have another man's baby without consulting your husband? Or private like the special arrangement you have with Vincent? Her face went pale. You don't understand. I understand plenty. How long has this been going on? Is the baby even going to be from both of them? Or just him? Keep your voice down. It's not what you think. Then explain it to me, Melissa, because from where I'm standing, you're being manipulated by a predatory boss who's dangling a promotion in exchange for God knows what. She grabbed my arm, pulling me toward the exit. You're going to ruin everything. The fertility treatments start next week. I stopped cold. Next week? How far along is this plan? The look on her face told me everything. This wasn't a recent development. This had been in the works for months. I'm calling my sister, I said, pulling out my phone. Your sister? What does Rachel have to do with this? She's a PI, and we're going to find out exactly what Vincent Porter's game is. Rachel met me at a diner the next morning, her laptop already open. The bags under her eyes told me she'd been up all night. You weren't kidding when you said this was urgent. I've got some preliminary dirt on your boy Vincent. That was fast. Rich guys like him leave digital footprints everywhere. 3 former assistants in 5 years, all young, attractive women, all left suddenly with generous severance packages and signed NDAs. I rubbed my temples. And let me guess, all offered surrogacy? No, but that's the new twist. The pattern is the same, though. Lavish gifts, promotions dangled like carrots, lots of business trips together. Melissa won't believe any of this. She thinks this is her big break. Rachel slid a USB drive across the table. Then we need more than suspicions. I've got a contact at the fertility clinic. Let's see what Dr. Reynolds has to say. The clinic was upscale, all glass and modern art. Dr. Reynolds looked uncomfortable as we sat in her office. I shouldn't be talking to you. Doctor-patient confidentiality. My wife signed up to be a surrogate without my knowledge. I have concerns about coercion. She hesitated. I can't discuss specific cases, but I can say I've worked with the Porters before. Before, you mean with other surrogates? Dr. Reynolds glanced at the door. 3 prior attempts, all fell through. Why? Let's just say Mr. Porter's involvement became inappropriate. Mrs. Porter isn't always in the loop about her husband's methods of recruitment. That's why you looked uncomfortable when we came in. You recognize me. Your wife's photo is in her file. As her spouse, you should have been consulted. I raised concerns about that. I leaned forward. Dr. Reynolds, I think Vincent is using this surrogacy as cover for something else. She closed her eyes briefly. The hormone treatments start Monday. If your wife proceeds, she'll be in a vulnerable position, physically and emotionally. I need to stop this, but Melissa won't listen to me. The annual medical charity gala is this Friday. The Porters always attend. Many of my colleagues will be there. If there was ever a place for the truth to come out. Back home, I found Melissa packing an overnight bag. Going somewhere? Vincent and Sophia invited me to stay at their place this weekend to get comfortable with the living arrangement. I tossed the USB on the bed. Before you go, you might want to see what my sister found. You actually had your sister spy on my boss? Are you insane? 3 assistants before you, Melissa, all with the same gifts, same promises, all gone within a year. She crossed her arms. So he's generous with his employees. That's a crime now. I talked to Dr. Reynolds. There were other surrogates before you. All fell through because Vincent couldn't keep it professional. That's ridiculous. Sophia would never. Sophia doesn't know. Can't you see you're being manipulated? This surrogacy is just his excuse to get you living in their house, away from me, dependent on him. Melissa zipped her bag shut. You're jealous. Jealous that I'm finally moving up while you're still fixing other people's air conditioners for a living. That stung. This isn't about money. This is about our marriage, about you making huge decisions without me, about you being taken advantage of. The only person trying to control me is you. At least Vincent believes in me. Believes in you? Or believes you'll do whatever he wants for that promotion? There's a difference. She headed for the door. I'm going to their house. We'll talk when you've calmed down. If you walk out that door, I'm going to the gala on Friday, and I'm bringing everything Rachel found. Melissa turned, eyes wide. You wouldn't dare. Try me. 5 years of marriage should count for something, even if it doesn't to you anymore. She slammed the door on her way out. I immediately called Rachel. She's gone to their house. We need to move up the timeline. How fast can you get me into that gala? Already working on it, big brother. Hope you've got a tux. The medical charity gala gleamed with wealth and power. Rachel had secured my invitation and controlled the AV system from the security room. I'll give you the signal, then head straight to the stage. Melissa nearly choked on her champagne when she saw me approaching the porter table. What are you doing here? Supporting a good cause. Evening, Vincent, Sophia? Vincent stood abruptly. This is a private event. Actually, I'm one of tonight's speakers. Rachel's voice crackled in my earpiece. Go now. I strode to the stage as the MC announced, a special presentation on ethical practices in fertility arrangements. The screen lit up with Vincent's inappropriate text to Melissa, followed by financial records showing suspicious payments and vacation rentals. Ladies and gentlemen, Vincent Porter isn't just offering a surrogacy arrangement to my wife. He's continuing a pattern of manipulation and coercion with his assistants. Security couldn't reach me. Rachel had locked the doors. 3 former assistants, 3 similar situations, all silenced with NDAs and threats. The screen showed testimonial videos, faces blurred but stories damning. Sophia stood, trembling. Is this true, Vincent? Obviously fake. A desperate husband. Dr. Reynolds stepped forward. It's not fake, Sophia. I've had concerns about your husband's behavior with potential surrogates for years. The room erupted. Board members exchanged glances. Vincent tried to rush the stage but was intercepted by security. Melissa stared at him, realization dawning. You used me. Don't be dramatic. The promotion, Sophia slapped him hard. There will be no promotion. My family founded this company. The board will have your resignation by morning. 3 months later, I signed the final divorce papers. Melissa didn't contest anything, not after Vincent's resignation and the company's investigation. I've been an idiot, she said quietly. Yes, you have. Can we ever fix this? Some things can't be undone. Outside, my phone buzzed with a text from Rachel. Dinner tonight? Bringing my colleague. Think you'll like her. 6 months later, I was loading luggage into my car when the doorbell rang. It was Emma, Rachel's colleague who'd become something more. Ready for our weekend? No bosses, no drama, no surrogacy contracts. I laughed, the weight finally lifting. Just us making decisions together. What a concept. As we drove away, Melissa's number flashed on my phone. I silenced it and tossed it in the back seat. My HVAC business was thriving. I had someone who respected me, and I'd finally learned the difference between those who truly cared and those who only cared about themselves. Some chapters needed to stay closed. So what would you have done if your spouse made a life-altering decision like surrogacy without consulting you first? Is my body, my choice a valid argument in a marriage, or do major decisions require mutual agreement? Was Derek justified in his actions, or should he have tried harder to work things out with Melissa before exposing everything? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this revenge story, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more compelling stories that make you think. Turn on notifications so you never miss our next upload.